Hi, we're here with Verita Black Prothro, who's running for public administrator for Washoe County. Verita has agreed to join me today so I can chat with her for a little while and get an idea of who Verita is. So I hope that you'll stay with us and enjoy this insightful little interview with this lovely, amazing, very, very successful woman. Verita, hi, how are you?
Hi, Trish. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited.
Oh, me too, me too. I'm thrilled that you came here. Verita, I'm really curious. How do you see your role as a public administrator for Washoe County? Tell me about that.
Trish, I'm so glad you asked me about that. The public administrator takes care of the affairs of deceased people if there's no heir or if the heir can't be located. And what I'd like to see happen with that office, and I guess I should back up a little bit, I started getting interested in this because I was looking to do a will or a trust for my mom, and I figured there had to be resources within the state or the county, and I couldn't find anything. I got to this website for the public administrator's office, and it kept sending me back to NRS. It was like, well, there needs to be more information. There need to be forms or checklists or something that can be helpful for taxpayers. And at the same time, there were people who were saying, you really should run for office because you have a really good idea of being a public servant. So those two things were happening at the same time, and I said, I could make this public administrator's office better. And that is how it started. So I started brainstorming things that I would like to see on the website. Forms online, checklists online, information about the auctions. Right now, the auctions are not publicized, so there's no transparency there. Obviously, I would not want transparency for, people's personal trust and information. That would be silly. But I would definitely want transparency for the auctions and how you become a vendor. What if you wanted to be a vendor? How would that happen? That's not online. That information should be online. And then I was thinking that this would be a great office to push out a public education campaign on the difference between a will and a trust and what would be better for your family. And that's just not happening. And this is just a part of life. We all are going to pass on. So we have to have these documents, and we need to understand how they work within the state. Have a really good understanding because it is so important. So that's my vision, is to have this robust public education campaign that really talks about what's a will, what's a trust, what's the difference, and what is best for each family. It's going to be very personal. And also, while we're encouraging people to do the will or the trust, to have also another public education campaign on financial elder abuse, because that is a real thing and we need to know how to recognize it. And if we recognize it, we need to know where to go and what to do. And I think that those things go hand in hand, although the public guardian handles those sorts of issues with guardianship. But I just think more information is better, and especially if we are encouraging people to have a will or trust. We need to know what the downside and what the perils of that are as well. So that's my vision.
Thank you. So this vision is, I think, is sorely missed within the public sector. So I appreciate what you're wanting to offer the public. So can you tell me some more about your vision of public service? Because we see within the world, especially right now with the midterms, we are inundated with candidates. We are inundated with politics. But with the public administrator's office, it's different.
It is.
Tell me some more about the difference of this particular position relative to what we're being inundated with
Well, one of the reasons I
politics?
wanted to do this position, why I want this position, is that it is all about serving the public.
Yeah.
It's not about partisan politics. It's not about what you believe about this or that. It's really about helping people. And I have a heart to help people. And you know, I don't want to be a politician. I want to be a public servant. I want people to walk away feeling like I have helped their lives in some way, that they've benefited in some great way that's helped them long term. That's what I'd like to do. And I think so often that we have politicians that they just want to kind of see what it's in for them or their friends. That's why I want to make the office a lot more transparent, because I think everybody should know about the auctions and opportunities that come through that office, and not just a select few. And that's important to me. That is really important to me, that underserved people know, and people who wouldn't maybe ordinarily know, people who could really might benefit from this, and not just a select few, to serve the whole community and not just a small segment of it, like the people who are in the know, or, you know, the buddies. Everybody should be served.
So tell me some of the more interesting things that you've experienced during this race that you've been in. What are some of the highlights? Some of the lowlights of this?
Highlights. The highlights are just meeting people and hearing their stories. I have met, Nevadans are amazing. Nevadans are just amazing. And I meet these people, some of them who are new Nevadans who've just come here within the last few years, and people who are fifth generation. And I'm meeting all these people and hearing all these incredible stories. And what is probably most remarkable for my race is the stories I hear when there wasn't a will prepared, or when it wasn't prepared properly, and the angst that it brought the family for, you know, decades. So that really motivates me to want to move forward and get the word out more. The low end of it has probably been just that there's just not enough time to do all the things that I want to do and meet all the people that I want to meet. Because I believe that if people hear my vision, that they will vote for me. It's just hard to get, you know, there's only 7 days. I've explored the whole idea of cloning. Because I could use a clone.
Sure.
But it's just, that I think that is the downside, is that there's just not enough time to do as many things as I would like to do.
Tell me something about Verita that most people don't know. If you could sit down at a kitchen table with each one of the constituents that you would be serving, what would you like to share with them about Verita? I know I threw the curveball in there.
Probably that how much of a homebody and family person that I am. When people see me out, and I'm everywhere, of course, because of the campaign, but I really enjoy a Sunday afternoon with my family, watching a movie, eating ice cream. I enjoy that for Sunday afternoons. So most people probably don't think that. They probably think I'd rather be at some, you know, big event, but I'd rather just be chilling.
I think you're not alone in that. The many that I've spoken to that are on the campaign trails, there's many who are right there with you. They just really would like to be at home. But we get drawn into public service because our hearts draw us into public service.
That's it.
And being with the people.
And being with people and really being able to help.
Yeah.
Really being able to have, when I worked for the federal government, I worked in partisan office, but we didn't do partisan work. Whoever came through that door, we helped those people. We didn't worry about party.
Yeah. Verita, thank you so much for sharing this time. Thank you so much for
welcome.
running. Thank you. If I was in your district, I would certainly, you would certainly have my vote. This is Verita, Black Prothro. This is unscripted, uncut, the real her. Thank you.